Does anybody have a tampon? That is a question 1.8 billion people across the world ask themselves every month. 1.8 billion people, the majority of which do not have access to clean water, feminine hygiene products, and education to make sure that when they have their period, they can do so in a safe environment. Period poverty is something that impacts people across the world, not just third world countries, not just countries that have significant infrastructure problems when it comes to providing fresh water and bathroom accommodations, not just for menstruating people, but for all people. It also impacts us here. The way period poverty shows itself depends on where you go. Even within the US, period poverty in California probably looks a lot different than it does in a rural state in the South. Why is it a problem? It is a problem because it impacts the health of menstruating people. It impacts our physical health and our mental health. Lack of proper supplies when a girl is on her period can result in infections in her reproductive tract, urinary tract infections, and the detriment to mental health is huge. I, growing up here in San Diego, experienced the effects of period poverty when I was in 6th grade. I was ashamed living with a house of boys. I was the only girl, and I was embarrassed and ashamed to ask my dad to buy me tampons and pads. So for a whole year, I used toilet paper from home and from school. This is an issue that affects everybody. So what can we do to remedy it? What can we do to lessen the degree, if not completely eradicate period poverty around the world? I think that the biggest component is education. There's so much that we assume we know, but we don't actually know. We need to educate ourselves so that we can educate other people and create a safe space for humans to just be humans. We need to alleviate the shame and taboo and stigma around having your period. Some excellent places to go to educate yourself are the websites taxfreeperiod.com. In addition to educating the public about periods, they are also a significant force in dismantling the tampon tax, which in itself is a whole other topic. You can also check out the website periodlaw.org. And they are very much in the same vein, working together to lessen and hopefully someday get rid of period poverty around the world. So in summary, 1.8 billion people get their period every month, and those 1.8 billion people are victims of sexist, discriminatory, and archaic policy and cultural stigma when it comes to this very natural bodily function. If you would like to get involved with people with boots on the ground, increasing the education and lessening the stigma around the world, the organization Days for Girls is one that you should definitely check out. There's great videos about the work they do on YouTube. They also have a great website, daysforgirls.org. When you go to the grocery store to buy tampons and some chocolate, the chocolate you won't pay sales tax for because food is a necessary item, just like medicine. But for some reason, we still, and by we I mean this country in particular, we still think of tampons and pads as luxury items. Hopefully someday, if we all increase the amount of education we hold about this topic, it'll be easier to get tampons. So if I was here in real life, I would give everyone a tampon. Different sizes too, whichever you need. Thank you.